Alright. Time to do a camera review. All these fuckers. These dipshits. And this guy. Of course, I'm in the middle of something else when I decided, yeah, I should start doing a camera review now. Checking other things. Besides finishing these two. Which... Fuck this little guy. But... This is my friends. But figured... It'd be a good review for myself to see what I have and definitely what I want to get rid of. But I guess I could start with, let's do film cameras. Yeah, cover that. I guess where I start, I guess I'll go in order. Yeah, let's start with this camera. First film camera I got, X700, which unfortunately has been sitting because it locked up on me. But still works very well. May probably be just a simple fix. It's just been kind of sitting here. But yeah, really good camera. Love it, love it, love it. Aperture priority, a program mode. I mean, just had everything you could really need. Exposure comp. Worked very well. Very clean viewfinder. Glass was fine. Camera just worked well until it didn't. Unfortunately gave out on the last shot of a roll. It just so good and knew when to give out. But yeah, it's been sitting collecting dust unfortunately. I really like it, but I have other cameras I like more, and this is still a great first camera, and I mean also just looks really cool. Very 80s. But plasticky. There's another one. After the X700, I bought two more that I fixed and wanted to sell. One I gave to a friend, another I sold. I have a couple of these SRT 102s because they are just great cameras. I'll show you my main one that I use a lot more now in a bit. But yeah, this came in a lot with two other X700s that I planned that I did fix. And this was one of them, and I couldn't get this one to work. It just had too many issues and just wasn't worth the time. When I found out that they are a dime a dozen, and on KH I found one for like 12 bucks that I just took apart, cleaned it, had a working light meter, shutter speeds worked. I think the problem with this one is won't be able to see it, but the shutter current has an issue where it's capping, where the second current is just slower, lagging behind, and kind of ruined half a roll of film that way. It only happened on higher shutter speed, so maybe just lubrication issue. Don't know. It wasn't really worth my time to take it completely apart. But again, great camera, fully manual control. I love it because it's so simple. Through the lens metering, has a little matchbox needle style for metering. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it there. Yeah. Needle goes down, you just match it with by changing your aperture or your shutter speed. You can kind of see it moving. And down there it shows you what shutter speed you're in, if the linkages are clean and routed right. And on top you can kind of see the little window. That'll show you your aperture. It's a little window there with just below the Minolta. It'll show your aperture of what your lens is at, which was really nice. Just everything I needed and nothing more. So got obsessed with these cameras as SRTs. There's another one that bricked as well. These are kind of just parts cameras right now. This is also parts cameras. I don't know why I haven't listed this up. X370, shot one roll. Had two of them. One of them I sold. This one was a parts. This one, I guess, will probably still work. It just has a broken gear on the bottom. One of the gear mechanisms that controlled the shutter mechanism. I forget, it's been a while. But it's a blue gear that unfortunately broke. What was this guy? Trusty Kiev. Kiev 4M? 4A? I don't know. I know there's a distinction with the light meter, which, by the way, still works. Still works, and it's actually not too far off. I mean, I've only checked with like an app, and probably wondering what the tape is. Reason I haven't pulled this camera out in a minute is because it has light leaks, which I think are leaking through here and through the focus wheel up here. But other than that, I do eventually want to take this to, or send this out to Ukraine. There's a guy that repairs these very well, and that's all he does, and I wouldn't mind it being gone for a while. But I definitely do want to shoot this again. This was a great little camera. All throughout the video, I'll probably be posting or showing you some photos. This is I don't know what year. Actually, I do know what year. This is an 80s camera from the 1980s, but I know the design goes back to like late 50s, early 60s. I know it's from the 80s because it came with this little piece on the front. It's a Soviet era camera, but this is from the 1980s Olympics. I still haven't put that back on just because this is a different leatherette that I put on it, but it's not totally accurate. It's for a different model, just from the lugs you can see. Little cutouts. Nothing bad, but I don't know, I might buy the correct leatherette sometime. Probably won't for a while, but very interesting camera. It's a rangefinder system. Has one of the easier focusing mechanisms, or just easier to find focus on this because the windows are so far apart, which is why I kind of like it. No frame lines though. That is one drawback. It's a much slower camera to use, but still really nice, and the lenses are, can't say sharp, then they're decent. They're really good. They're good lenses. They're Jupiter lenses, more just Soviet era copies, but they have a lot of character, which I really like. Ideally, I do want the Sonar, the Zeiss Sonar lenses, specifically the 1.5 50mm, but this 50 f2 is not bad either. Hasn't disappointed me, other than the light leaks. It does have an interesting loading system, much kind of like the Leica, where you turn these, kind of like the Leicas, where this back piece pops off and separates into two, and then you can see the curtains actually, which is really a much better design in my opinion. And because of this, because of no mirror, I'm actually been able to go down to like 1/25 of a second or 1/50th and not have much shake in the image if my hands are really still. But yeah, very reliable. Other than the light leaks, it has not given me any other problems, which, I mean, is only a matter of time with these cameras, so that's why I want to send it out, get it serviced, get it back, shoot some film on it. Also, it looks damn good. It's an interesting camera. I guess we'll talk about this one. It was a camera that was gifted to me. Another Minolta, which also a really good camera. XD11. Sounds really good. Oh, it's classic. Feels really good in the hands too. This leatherette is just holds up so well. I'm surprised how there's still spongy feeling. I don't know if it's ever been replaced. Like a very large opening, or just, it's a very small camera compared to a bunch of others that I've had, but very nice. A lot of features that you would want. They say now exposure comp, you got manual, you got auto, aperture priority, shutter priority. There's even really helpful if your battery dies, you can put it on O, and I think it's a minimum, or it sets it to 1/25 and it's fully mechanical, so no batteries needed. Just a light meter inside that changes whether you're in aperture or shutter priority, and just a really great camera. I know these are based off, or Leica used this design for some of their cameras, and it really shows. This is a really high quality camera. or high build quality. I took I shot one roll of film on it and was very pleasantly not surprised, because I knew it was gonna come out good. Also, the viewfinder's pretty big. And look, not cloth. It doesn't have cloth curtains, which I really like. Nice and smooth. Great camera. Don't use it much though. I still prefer to use the SRT 102. Which is really just a testament. This is a much better camera, but I don't know. Something about the old brick that I really like. This has been peeking in the back a bit. So let's talk about this one. This is my friend's Canon P. Old rangefinder style. Very nice. Got a sharp, it's a Canon lens. This really cool Tiffin lens hood. It's probably kind of rare. I don't know much to say. Doesn't, only drawback, and no built-in light meter. I really wish this had a built-in light meter. If it did, I probably wouldn't have the Kiev. I'd probably sell the Kiev and get one of these, but no built-in light meter, which is fine. Use your phone. This does have the frame lines, which is really nice, and it goes to, I think, 100. Yeah, 35, 50, and I think the center, I can't really see. Let me see. 100, yeah. Feels nice. Sounds alright. I mean, the rangefinders, I know they don't sound great. But yeah, just a good little camera. Haven't shot a roll through this. Have some black and white film that I do want to shoot through, and I think it's pretty good though. Looks great though. Can't fault it at that. Alright, so what's next? Just Nikon F. Another just complete brick of a camera. But I love it. It's a great camera. I just have better camera. Like, no, again, biggest drawback, no built-in light meter. You gotta buy that Photomic viewfinder, which isn't bad. It just makes an already big camera even bigger and clunkier, and I don't like how it looks with the big old meter on top, and I think this is a better look. But yeah, great camera as well. No complaints. I mean, works well, does everything you want it to do. I mean, all the shutter speeds feel great. These are tanks of cameras and will last forever if serviced. And yeah, not much to say. I did shoot a roll through it from Fuji, what is it, Extra 400, some color film. Came out really nice. This lens is really nice. I also have a 20mm 2.8 along with this 50mm 1.4, and very, very happy with the results. Very nice lens. Great camera. Not much to say. It's a brick. I do like the removable prism, and then you can get the waist level viewfinder, but I don't really do waist level shots. It's just not my style. But yeah, great camera. I know these are based off the rangefinders, which is probably why they're so good. Anyways. I feel like I'm missing a film camera. I am, of course, my main camera. Main film camera. They use a lot more than anything else. My SRT 102. Something about these I just love, especially with the brown leatherette, and I got the brown camera strap. Really complete the look with this amazing, I mean, just incredible 51.4 MD Roker lens. No complaints with this lens. Incredibly sharp. Of course, gotta have the wood grain button. I do have film in this, but you've heard the other one. Same thing, just sounds amazing. This one works, fortunately. I know it's only time, so that's why I have, you know, spare parts. I found this eye cup because I have glasses, so this is really nice. And yeah, nothing much to say other than it looks incredible. Put that away. And I guess we'll go into digital cameras, starting with this one. I can't say the one that started it all, because my first digital camera I bought for myself was a Canon M50 Mark II. Another great camera. But got gifted this, so sold the 50, sold the M50, and kind of just went all in on this camera, and have not regretted it. There's little things that I do wish this had, like IBIS, and that's about it. Actually, no. The 2.5mm headphone jack kind of sucks, which is wish it was a 3.5. Why did they make it 2.5? Don't know. Whatever. I had bought an adapter. Solves that. Wish it had dual card slots. Just has the one, but there's rarely a time where I really need to. Just kind of plan ahead. You can see I put a grip on it because the kind of big hands and the little grip wasn't working for me. And the button makes it feel very nice. A great camera. I've taken amazing photos on this. 26 megapixels. Amazing lenses from Fuji and third party. I have a bunch of other lenses that I could show. This kit lens, the 18-55, is just incredible. It's pretty much stays on the camera like 80% of the time. Really don't need anything else on it. Yeah, the nice thing about this one is all the film simulations that I have. I can just preload a bunch of black and white or color, and that's really the main draw to this camera. It's just the film simulations and how fun it is to shoot. Also, I do like the sound. Maybe you can hear that. It's not as good as the film cameras, of course, but it still feels pretty good. It also looks good. I didn't really like the Canon because it didn't have a lot of these physical dials that I can get to easily without taking my eye out of the viewfinder. Same with the Sonys. I was looking at Sonys and I was like, I need buttons. I know they have function buttons, but I like dials. Dials are nice. So, Fuji. Great camera. Love it. What's the next digital camera I got? Little point and shoot. Panasonic. DMC ZS8. Great little point and shoot travel camera. I mainly got it for the CCD sensor. Yeah, I got into that whole craze of CCDs. I got into the whole CCD craze, and found this for pretty cheap because I actually had the ZS5 for a little bit. That came in a lot with like a couple other cameras that I barely used it. I liked how it looked. I just sold it because I was like, I'm not gonna use this. And then I got into a whole rabbit hole of CCDs, and then I saw these, and I'm like, wait, did that ZS5 had a CCD? And I was like, yes, it does. Then I'm like, okay, what's the higher end model? ZS8, like that also has a CCD and higher megapixels. I was like, fuck yeah. So I got one of these for 50 bucks. Bought some batteries for like another 15. And yeah, it takes really nice photos. But of course, thing with CCDs, you gotta keep the low ISO. Or thing with these cameras, since the sensor is like puny, low ISO is your friend. And yeah, great camera. The autofocus was decent. I mean, it's an old camera. I didn't expect too much, and I got more than I expected. So good purchase. Like a lens too, decently sharp. It's fun. Just one of those fun pocket cameras, which is what I really wanted more than anything out of this. Just that way I don't have to lug the big cameras around. I can just take this and take shots. Don't have to worry about storage space. It has some old, I mean, I went overkill. What, 32 gigs? Yeah, this will probably never be taken out. I mean, I just put it on program and point and click. Its main purpose, just to point and click. And now the reason this has been sitting is because I got another point and shoot that really blew me away. This thing. This is Nikon, what is it, Coolpix P310. Another point and shoot that's just been a joy to shoot with. The photos that come out of it are so good. Because apparently it's got a 16 megapixel sensor, which is, it's kind of overkill, I feel like, for this camera. This little camera. Really enjoy it. Another just point and shoot. Again, just easy to work with. Has this function dial on top. This wheel. But again, I just put on program mode, point and click, and also the little flash. It's really fun. I like it. But yeah, I'll throw some photos of this. Took it to a car meet because my main camera died, and had a lot of fun with it. Great camera. No complaints, honestly. Now this is the one that's in my pocket like everywhere I go. Because just discreet, easy to take, and takes really good photos. Great camera. No regrets. Mamiya Folding. My first medium format camera. And here's my other Mamiya Folding, my second medium format camera, because this one works but has an issue. I'll show. And then this is some Brownie. I don't really plan to shoot on this. Maybe one day if I get some more cheap black and white. And there's another Arga Flex medium format camera that I'm sure works. Would have to like clean the mechanisms a bit. It's really old, but I guess would be interesting to see what comes out of these. But this one I really like, and that's where this one is. So the first one of these, I got off eBay, took the gamble. Put off some guy. I didn't really know much about them. I just knew what I wanted, which was this camera. Why is it spinning? Oh, the magnet on the bottom. Stay. Got a nice leatherette on it, leather case, because it doesn't have lug nuts on the side for straps, so I had to get a half case, which looks really good. Press the button on top, lens pops out. I do have the bellows wrapped in electrical tape because there's a lot of light leaks. And before I bought a new bellows, I just wanted to make sure this one works, which it does. And there's still light leaks, so yay. But I've gotten some good photos out of it, and this lens is so good. It's I think like a 35 equivalent in full frame, 3.5, 7.5 centimeters, goes up to shutter speed 500, and slow aperture 3.5 all the way to f22. And yeah, just another great camera. It's quite involved, which this is the shutter mechanism. You gotta pull it back. But it is nice that you have this button here that's linked to the lens through this little, you can see that gear pushes this lever right here on the bottom, the one sticking out. Push the button, boom, takes the photo. Nothing fancy, there's no big show, doesn't sound crazy, but it's not what I was looking for with this camera. I just wanted to finally shoot medium format at a cheaper price with some good quality glass, which this is. These Olympus Zyko lenses are awesome. Other thing I like, very serviceable, very easy to service the lens, and that's it. There's the lens, easy to clean. And the leaf shutter, which is probably the best thing about this camera. I mean, there's no like flash sync. There's a flash sync port if I were to do flash, but yeah, look at that, you barely saw it. And take this off, and you got your whole shutter mechanism here. And I know the slow speed shutter sits around here, but yeah, very easy to work with. I've taken it apart, cleaned up the rangefinder, glued up some things on top. The mechanism is super interesting, as well as the focus. This camera is just a very interesting camera. But yeah, I got new bellows for it. I'm gonna be replacing soon. Probably do a video on that. And let me get this out because there is more I want to talk about this camera. It's a great little camera for medium format, cheaper end. And there was a lot of other options I could have gone through, but this one seemed to have all the, all of the things I wanted out of it. Here's the body. Has a little window. And close. So with the other camera that's sitting up here, you can see that the other one did not have this window, so it's hard to like keep count of like what frame you're on. It just had the leatherette pulled back. So they put another just a blank piece of leather that covered all this. And wasn't shown in the listing. Told the guy, messaged him, and he was like, okay, I understand. It was really nice. Okay, I understand. I'll give you a refund. And I was like, okay, I'll send the camera back. He's like, no, you keep the camera. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, it's okay. So that's why I have the other camera. And then I ended up using the refund and a little more to get this one, which was in better condition and had this little window, which really helpful. Okay, let's see. Lips open. You got this pressure plate. Here's the rear glass element. You can see all the bellows folded in. And yeah. Thing I like about this camera is you can shoot 6x9 or 6x... what's the other size? 6x4? I forget. I haven't shot this camera in a bit. But while you do that, again, this camera is a little more involved. You're supposed to flip these doors, you know. See, this is the frame window. Flip it, close it down, and you can just get more shots. And there's one on this side. Just gotta remove this spool. But you get the idea. Put it in there, put this in, lock it. And the mechanism here is very interesting, where you can choose, so you can here choose 16 shots or 12 shots just by flipping this and moving this lever down. This changes, you cock this, it stops at the next frame. Number 6, the outer ring goes all the way to 16, and you have this inner one with red markings on the bottom here that goes up to 12. And yeah, it makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to, you know, risk getting light inside this way and then cocking the mechanism. And keeps count for you. It's very nice, works very well. So you also have your rangefinder window here that tells you, you know, what's in focus and what's not, which has come in handy a lot. Usually I'll just look at this if I'm unsure, looking through the viewfinder. But yeah, I had to put the button on here as well. Great camera, cold shoe. Guess you're gonna put a light meter on top. Another fantastic camera. Gotta replace the bellows, and then I'll definitely shoot that black and white film on it, and maybe do some night photography. I want to push that film to 1600 and see how it looks on medium format, because I've shot 35mm a lot of the, what is it, Kentmere? Right? Yeah. Pan 400. But yeah, great camera. Love it. So now we can go into back to digital. My DSLRs. What do I start with? I guess I'll start with one that's... oh shit. It was gonna fall. I'll start with this non-working one that a friend gifted to see if I could fix it, but I am unsure of it. May not work. It pretty much got exposed to too cold of conditions and kind of bricked itself, so I'm hoping maybe it's something easy. I don't know. I don't really know much about these repairs, especially these. I've done, as you can see, like older film cameras which are a lot easier. These are Canon FTQLs, by the way, both apart. But yeah, my dad had an old Nikon D3200 that I found that I took out and shot. I did post that video. I really liked that camera. I really liked how it fell in the hands, and just got enamored by this old DSLR style. So, of course, I started looking around, started getting interested, especially in old Nikons. And after this, I found another camera. This one. Good old Nikon 200. D200. What do I got on it? A 18-70 DX lens. Yeah, this camera has been fantastic. I took it to Sebring. I've done some little walks with it, and Just, my god, I'm in love with this camera. It was a professional grade camera and it really shows. It has all the buttons you need. Totally fell in love with it. Got it for cheap, 80 bucks. No lens though, but I also got this lens for cheap for $50. And it's taken some really amazing shots and has only given me little problems, but I think that's the lens issue. But other than that, no complaints. The photos, again, I got this camera because damn CCD, their last CCD sensor camera, 10 megapixel CCD, amazing colors. The camera just makes sense in how it works and how it functions and how it feels too. It's a heavy camera for sure, but it's, oh my god, so nice. The photos that come out of it, amazing. And the viewfinder, I love the live viewfinder because my Fuji has a digital, and that's something I didn't know I was missing. Just a live viewfinder, just an old DSLR. And again, still takes really great photos. Other things, the screen sucks, but I don't mind that because I don't want to be looking through this screen. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea. The colors that come out of this camera, so good. These are photos from Sebring. I'll throw some of them up on screen so you can see. But yeah, awesome camera. Zero complaints. I'll have a dedicated video of Sebring, not so much on this camera. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more of the camera and how it felt, what I thought of it, because I did use it as my main camera and had the Fuji as the video camera, so that'll be a good video to see. But anyways, yeah, great camera, love it. Thank you for watching.